Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Students, today we are looking at the mathematics paper 4024, paper 1, and this paper is from June 2020 and paper 11. Okay, starting with the first question. The first few questions are very simple in paper 1, as you know, and we have to solve it without the use of calculator. So see the first question over here. It is 23 upon 5, which we have to write as a mixed number. So I'll show you all the basics. The number is 23 upon 5. So 23 is at the division sign, 5 out. So 3 is the remainder over here. So we write 4 whole number, 3 upon 5. This is your answer. The second part B of question number 1 is also very simple. Work out 3 upon 8 divided by 6. So what we are going to do, if it is division, and remember we are not using the calculator, so we must show these steps. 3 upon 8, and then it is divided by 6, so we take the reciprocal of this. When we take the reciprocal, it means that we have to write the numerator and the denominator, and the denominator over here is 1, so that becomes the numerator. Division converted into multiplication. So this becomes 1 upon 6, and then you can cancel out these numbers. So we get 1 upon 8 times 2 is 16. That is your formula. The second question of this paper is a word written hanger. And from the word above, write down all the letters which have line symmetry. Line symmetry means that a line can be drawn in the center of these alphabets, and these alphabets, if they get something where the line is dividing them into two identical parts and work as a mirror line, then they will have the line of symmetry. So from this word hanger, I pick H, A and E. In my opinion, they will have the line symmetry. How? Let's see over here. H, it is vertically symmetric and horizontally symmetric as well. A, it is vertically symmetric, means that a line is dividing it into two equal identical parts, and E is horizontally symmetric, so it has one line of symmetry. So these are the three where you have a situation where they have the line symmetry. Looking at question number 3 of this paper, June 2020, paper 11, the numbers in this sequence increase by the same amount each time. So each term in a sequence, basically they follow some particular rule to get the next number. It is 1.4 to 2.3, and then the next number is 3.2. You can observe that there is a difference of 0.9 between 1.4 and 2.3. How much is the difference? 0.9. And from 2.3 to 3.2, again there is a difference of 0.9. So obviously the next term will also have the same difference. So we add a 0.9 in 3.2. And when we get 4.1, this is your answer. The fourth question of this paper says, write 11 upon 25 as a percentage. So if we have to convert any fraction into a percentage, we multiply it by 100. So 11 upon 25 multiplied by 100, now cancel this value out with this 100, 4, so we get 44%. Very simple. The next part says find 12% of 40. So 12% of 40 means 12 upon 100 multiplied by 40. And you simplify these zeros over here. Then what we can simplify further? 2 times 5, 2 times 6. And now we have to multiply. That will give you 6 times 4, 24. 24 upon 5. And we are not using the calculator, so we have to write in the mixed numbers, and that will be 4 whole number 4 upon 5, which is the mixed number for 24 upon 5. So 4 whole number 4 upon 5 is the 12% of 40. This is your final answer. Okay, the next question of this paper, question number 5, is basically dealing with a diagram which says that there is an isosceles triangle ABC. What is an isosceles triangle? Where the two sides and the angles opposite to these two sides are also equal, and an equilateral triangle, which means that each angle is of 60 degrees and all the sides and the angles of course are equal. And then one angle is given which is BAC, which is 28. Okay, so look at the given angle over here. It is BAC, this 28 degrees over here, it is given. Now look at the thing which we can evaluate first. This is an equilateral triangle. Which one? EDB. So each angle is of 60 degrees, means this angle B, this angle E, and this angle D will be of 60 degrees. That is one thing. Secondly, we have to find out X. So we consider triangle ECB. This is X. This is unknown. We don't know about this angle. But as it is an equilateral triangle, this can be 60 degrees. So this angle is also known actually. It's not given, but we can directly get the idea from the equilateral triangle that this will be 60 degrees. Okay, one thing, the angle over here, this angle B, which is EBD, is 60 degrees also. This is also part of the equilateral triangle. Okay, now consider the triangle ACB, isosceles triangle. So it means that the angle opposite to the equal side, which is this one and this one, so the angle opposite to this side CB is 28. Also the angle opposite to the side AC will also be equal, and what is that angle over here? So this will also be 28, angle B. Which angle B I am talking about? Angle ABC. This is over here is 28 degrees. Why? Because this is an isosceles triangle. So now we have got a situation where the triangle sum, all the angles in a triangle is 180. X plus this 28 plus 60, it means we are considering the complete angle over here, and plus 60 over here. That should be equals to 180. So it means that I have written in my copy that X plus 60 plus 28, that is the other angle which I have shown you, plus 60 equals to 180, and we just have to solve it, do the addition, and finally we get X plus 148 equals to 180. Shifting the 148 on the other side, we get X equals to 30. That is your final answer. Okay, so we'll continue in this paper only more questions. Thank you.